What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is KNR Traveling Far, and here we are in Glacier National Park, but we're not telling you about Glacier yet. This is just a little teaser of what's coming in the future video. But we are going to tell you about Grand Teton National Park.
Grand Teton National Park. We loved it. It was kind of our favorite so far. We just can't get over the mountains. It's beautiful. If you didn't watch our last video, you can see a hint of those mountains. You're also going to see lots of beautiful ones here, but we loved it. So we did several hikes, and our first might be our favorite. We're still in debate, but it was called Cascade Canyon. And basically that meant that we went in between two mountains, and it was beautiful. So what we did was we parked at Jenny Lake. Jenny Lake is beautiful. It is very crowded. So it was a wild time of there was lots of people walking around the lake, and there's two really important spots that everybody goes to. So it's Inspiration Point and Hidden Falls. And those are beautiful, but my goodness, there were so many people there. And so really what we did is we got through all of that, and then we continued into Cascade Canyon. And it was beautiful. In the end, it was, I think, 14.7 miles. A long hike. It took us 7 hours, but it was gorgeous. We absolutely loved it. Everyone kept telling us we would see bears, but we didn't actually get to see a bear. But we saw lots of squirrels. They were cute.
It was really cool to see, just walking. We had never seen this before, but walking between these two mountains and seeing them on both sides was mind-blowing. So that was really awesome.
It was awesome.
All right, so next time we went to this place called Taggart and Bradley Lake. And honestly, if you've ever been to Sharon Lake or Koi Pond, it feels pretty similar to either of those. There's kind of
it just wasn't a great walk.
It was cool, but it wasn't like a national park level kind of lake. So we did half of it.
Yeah, we didn't go to Bradley. People say Bradley are better, so if we messed that up, I'm sorry.
Especially compared to what we saw the day before, it was just kind of what are we doing here?
It's true.
So we dipped.
We did. And then we actually went to Jackson Hole, which is downtown area that everyone tells you about.
That's right.
Guys, the food around here isn't good. We have learned to stop wasting our money because it's over expensive and not good. So this place that had 5-star reviews, our sandwiches tasted like nothing. It was really cute.
Yep.
So spend money on ice cream, but everything else don't. But all to say, it was a cute little town. It has funny little antlers everywhere. So that was cute. We were happy to be there, but not worth the food. Our camp food is better.
One of the mornings we were there, we got up early and watched the most beautiful sunrise we'd ever seen. We didn't realize this, but we were looking at the sun as it was coming up, and we were oh, that's pretty. But then we turned around because the sun was coming up not on the Tetons. It was coming up behind a different mountain. And then we turned around and looked at the Tetons as the sun was rising on the other side, and the Tetons were this bright, red, I don't know what red, but some incredible color.
Signal Mountain Point is where we walked.
Signal Mountain Point. So if you ever go to Tetons, that's where you need to go for a sunrise. Just absolutely mind-blowing. And then after the sunrise, we went to another really beautiful spot for breakfast. Great view, but then we got the food and it was super mediocre, just not worth it. So yeah, that's like Rachel's saying, not worth going and spending money on food. Our food that we make in our tent was better.
So much better.
So.
And then we went to Leigh Lake. Leigh Lake was beautiful. Right. It was actually raining, but we went there and it was gorgeous. We loved it. Easy walk. That was a nice. We tried to do rest days after we did the 14.75 mile hike. Try to go a little slow. And so that was beautiful. It was nice. We did as much as we wanted. And then we said, we're good. Let's turn around. It was great. But then the next day we did Death Canyon. Da-da-dun. So the best part, we're going to pause because before we got to Death Canyon that morning, we happened to see a giant amount of cars pulled over. If you're ever in a national park and you just see a zillion cars, you know that means there's an animal. We saw a grizzly bear.
It was awesome.
Kika probably got too close to it, so enjoy this great footage, but don't do as he did. Other people were close too, but it was really cool. It was really cool to see the grizzly bear.
At some point, our park ranger comes over and make sure everyone's okay. And so he came over and he was like, "Everybody get back in your cars! You're way too close!" And so we're okay. So we got back in our cars, but we kept going.
Yeah. But all that to say, then we got to Death Canyon, and Death Canyon is a canyon. And so it's kind of funny because I'm used to the hikes where you hike up and then you hike down. But this time we hiked down and then you had to hike back up. Mm-hmm. And it was beautiful, but it just kind of felt like I was waiting to die at the end. But I will say after doing the uphill, we still enjoyed the whole hike.
Yeah. So once we get down past Death Canyon, we get to a place that is there's this big lake, and at the lake there's this thing called Jumping Rock.
It's called Phelps Lake.
Apparently at the rock, people will climb up the rock and then jump off. We looked at it and we're like, we don't think this is like quite deep enough, so we don't. And no one else was there, so we weren't like following anyone else doing it. But look at some of these pictures and these clips of just, you can literally see the reflection of these mountains perfectly in the lake.
It was so cool.
I had never seen anything like that. It was amazing. So we sat there and we had lunch and it was beautiful, and then we hiked all the way back up Death Canyon.
We were tired.
Yeah.
I think that one was what, like 10?
You'll see.
We'll show you.
Yeah.
We don't remember
this many miles. There you go.
This many miles. Here you go.
So that was...
We loved it. The other thing that was cool is we got to see some different elk. We got to see some different... we didn't get to see any bison in Tetons. We saw those in Yellowstone. So stay tuned for our next video. You'll see all of the bison in that. But we love Tetons. The mountains are beautiful. The trails are really fun. There were some great hiking trails. We'll talk about this later, but I like Teton better than Yellowstone.
So did I.
Yes, but we'll talk about Yellowstone more later, because it was still awesome. You still got to see it, but if you're a hiker, it's more fun to hike in Teton.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the mountains, you just can't beat the mountains. So, even though these are cool, but Tetons are still better. Anyways, so thanks for tuning in. That was our Grand Teton update. We would highly suggest, if you ever have some time, some vacation, go to Grand Teton. We'll make a video eventually about like what to do and give more specifics, but for now, thanks for tuning in, and if you haven't already subscribed, we have a lot more parks that we're going to, and we'd love to share those updates with you as well. They're going to be awesome. If this was any indication of how incredible these trips are going to be, we are stoked to share more with you. So subscribe, and we'll see you guys at the next video.
See ya.